We're trying out a Liverpool tactic with Liverpool. Let's hope it works. This one is called the Liverpool 4-3-3 Pressing Storm. So we will see how much pressing they actually do. But unfortunately, on the page I got this from, no description, no anything. It's basically just the screenshots of the tactic itself and who their starting lineup was. Overall, though, only a 66% win rate. So 38 played, 25 wins, 10 draws, and 3 losses. But we will see how that does for our 3 teams, Liverpool being one of them, Aston Villa and Championship side of Ipswich Town being the other 2. So, with all that said, let's just jump into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, in this case, not nearly as well as the creator of the tactic had done. Liverpool in 6th place, 21 wins, 6 draws, 11 losses, 64 goals, and 69 points. Not a good season at all. And Aston Villa in 10th, exactly where they're expected. Media prediction at the start of the game, but 14, 10, and 14, 52 points, 41 goals. Not good. But now here's telling a little bit different of a tale. Carabao Cup final. They got to the final, 0-1 against Chelsea. It's a bad result, but still you got to the final. FA Cup final, however, 2-1 over Manchester United. You get the trophy there. And 2 trophies for Liverpool, 3-2 in extras over AC Milan in the Europa League final. So overall, I mean, Carabao Cup runner-up, fine. Good job there. FA Cup winners, Europa League winners. You got 2 trophies and then a runner-up. Very well done. Unfortunately, then you look at the Premier League and you get 6th place, and that's pretty awful for them. Squad-wise, this should be interesting. Goals, 23 is the tops for Salah. Nunez only getting 18, so really not showing a lot. Assist-wise, 16 for Szoboszlai, though, and then average rating is 709 for Luis Diaz is the tops, and Mohamed Salah, but still, 709 is low. Now, Aston Villa, on the other hand, did awful in the domestic cups. Carabao Cup 4th round, 1-3 against Chelsea, and then the FA Cup, you're out immediately in the 3rd round, 0-1 against Crystal Palace. And then the round of 16 is where you'll drop out in the Europa Conference League against FC20. But overall, Aston Villa just not doing a good job in anything. Squad-wise, 15 goals is the tops for Ollie Watkins. Zaniolo with 14, not a good tally right there. Lucas Digne with 10 assists, and that's the tops. And then, well, he's 720 for Robin Olsen with 1 appearance, but it's 704 for Pau Torres, and that's it. Data Hub, yeah, I mean, it's not an attacking tactic in this time around. In goals per game, 1.68. Really not well done there. Has an impressive XG, though, allowed per 90 with a, a 0.96. So, yes, that is not bad at all. But if you look here, 6th place Liverpool with, 1.82 points per game. But the test maker had a 2.2, so I guess it's just a little bit down. Aston Villa, on the other hand, showing a dreadful, just dismal show this time around. And if we look at their information, 1.08 goals per game and a 1.3 XG against. Premier League stats, most goals, Liverpool in 5th with 64, but way off of Man City's 20 above them, 84. Fewest shots against, Liverpool in 6th with 303. Most tackles, Aston Villa in 6th with 872, and just a little down is Liverpool in 7th. And then most shots for 4th place for Liverpool with 492. But our championship side of Ipswich Town, 5th place. Not awful. I mean, 68 points. We've seen them with a lot higher tally. 5th place, though, roughly the average, I guess, of where we've seen them in our tactics. Their media prediction of 10th at the start of the game. So 5th place is not bad. 88 points, not bad. If we look, however, at the playoffs, they drop out in the immediately in the semifinals over 3-2 against Southampton. Domestic Cups, Carabao Cup 3rd round against Nottingham Forest, not bad. Hull in the FA Cup 4th round, 0-2. Not expected much, didn't show much. So overall, championship 5th place, it's not bad. It's not a fantastic season, but it's not a blowout, that you need to replace everyone type of season. And the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, yeah, whatever. Squad-wise, goals, 10 is the tops with Nathan Broadhead. That is it. George Hurst still not getting some starts there. Assists, 8 though for Connor Chaplin, and that is it. No one in the green. And George Hurst getting the tops with 697, and he only had the 7 starts. But I mean, you can see it, 1.46 goals per game, 0.76 expected goals per game, and then a 1.83 points per game. But sadly, fewest shots against in 1st place, 319, and then most tackles, 1 in 4th with 1125, and that's it. Well, with all that said, let's just jump into the tactic itself. You start out with a goalkeeper in defend, wingbacks on the left and the right in support, central defenders in defend in the central spots, an anchor in defend, a box-to-box in support, and a CM in support above the anchor, and then an inside forward in support on the left, but attack on the right, and then a pressing forward in attack up front. Balanced mentality, there's not a lot here. In possession, overlap on the left and right, passing directness, much more direct and mixed crosses. In transition, absolutely nothing. And out of possession, you got a mid-block line of engagement, higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, and there you go. So overall, I don't think it worked all that well in these circumstances. Okay, of course, if you took this one save and multiplied it by 4 or 5 times, you could get a lot of different results. But in this case, the goals per game just weren't up there. You know, the points per game weren't up there. So overall, it didn't seem to work all that well. Again, you know, Ipswich Town in 5th, not a bad spot. But Liverpool and Aston Villa not doing great there at all. I mean, Liverpool in 6th place is awful for them. And Aston Villa is right where they expected at the start of the game. And we've seen them a lot higher in a lot of other tactics. But, you know, if you took control of this and you kind of did your own match shouts during a match and changes throughout the match training, you did your own transfers, things like that, you could probably do a lot better of this than yourself. And if you did, let us know how it worked in the comments below. And sadly, it just didn't work here. But that is it for me, Seven FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.